Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. It's your boy Kilkenny bringing you another episode of The Daily Shots. You know what I wish I was doing instead of recording this? Watching the last two episodes of Blackbird. Seriously, go watch Blackbird on Apple TV if you have not yet. Best new show I have seen in years. Go watch it. Today's episode, the standard Tuesday lineup. Dinger Tuesday picks. I got two of them for you. One a little chalky, one a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Then we're going to get into some juice, per usual. And finally, we will wrap it up with your daily dose of NFL. I just had my first fantasy draft this past Saturday at Xfinity Live. I drank about 4,000 beers, and I think I drafted a pretty damn good team. So I'm going to talk you through my thought process through some of my earlier picks. Let's bet a couple dingers.
And I hit dingers.
On Tuesdays, we bet dingers. You already know what to do. Log into your Fanduel sportsbook account, go to the promos tab, opt in to the Dinger Tuesday promo. You already know how it works, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You bet 25 bucks on somebody to hit a home run tonight. And for every home run hit in that game across both teams, you get 5 bucks back. So it gives you the chance to maybe free roll a couple of dinger bets, take some swings, all good things. Now we're fresh off a Dinger Tuesday W last week. Finally, thank God. Derek Hall of the Philadelphia Phillies hits an opposite field bomb, plus 400. Let's keep it rolling. I think you have to hit 2 in a row for it to be considered an actual streak. So the streak starts tonight. I got 2 picks for you tonight. One is very chalky, and you've probably already bet on him anyway before watching this show. And the second one is clinically insane. Let's get into it. Pick number 1. Give me Austin Riley of the Atlanta Braves to hit a home run, plus 350. Look, Riley's going to be popular today. Pretty much everybody is going to be betting on this guy. I'm everybody. I'm betting on Austin Riley to hit a home run today. Small sample size, but in 6 career bats against JT Brubaker, he's got 2 home runs. The wind is blowing out to left center at PNC Park, and the entire Braves lineup hit stingers. So I like our chances to at least get our money back in this game via the bonus credits. I'm going to take a swing here. Austin Riley, plus 350. Eat the chalk. It is what it is. Dinger Tuesday pick number 2. Look, since we ate the chalk on Austin Riley, I'm going to get a little more creative here. I'm going to get a little nuts. I am calling my shot right now. Isaiah Kiner-Flefa of the New York Yankees to hit a home run, plus 1,200. Now, you may ask yourself, why am I betting on a guy that has only hit 1 home run this entire season? I'm going to tell you right now, audience. There's a case to be made that he is due to hit a few more this year. In his entire career, he's got 17 home runs in 1,774 at-bats. Comes out to about 1 home run per 100 at-bats. He's only got 1 this year in 370 at-bats. He hit 8 last season with the Rangers. He's got some power. He hit 1 out of Fenway 2 weeks ago, and he almost hit 2 last night. He flew out to the warning track to dead center field, and then he hit a ground rule double to the deepest part of Yankee Stadium. The wind is blowing straight out tonight. He gets a matchup against Taijuan Walker. He's 3 for 5 in his career against Walker, 3 singles and a walk. And I'm banking on getting my money back here. There is more power in this game probably than any other game across the board tonight. So I'm expecting some dingers to be flying. Judge is plus 190 to hit a home run. I can't go anywhere near that. So I am calling my shot. Isaiah Kiner-Flefa hits his 2nd home run of the year tonight, plus 1,200. Today's juice, we are betting on a starting pitcher that I can assure you nobody else is looking at today. Give me Zach Davies, starting pitcher of the Arizona Diamondbacks, to have 6+ strikeouts, plus 430 on Fanduel Sportsbook. Davies is less than a strikeout per inning guy on the season, so his numbers don't really jump off the page at you, but his range of outcomes are truly all over the place. In 18 starts this year, he's actually accomplished this feat, 6+ strikeouts, in 7 of those starts. So in other words, if you put 10 bucks on him to get you at least 6 strikeouts in every one of his starts this year, you'd be up 110 bucks. The upside is there. He's fresh off a game where he just had 6 strikeouts. He faces the Kansas City Royals tonight, who struck out 11 or more times in 3 of their last 4 games. This Royals lineup does have career success against Davies, but I'm not worried about it. The wind is blowing straight in from center field in Kauffman Stadium tonight, so according to the Ballpark Pal, it is the least favorable stadium for dingers. I'm riding the hot hand. Zach Davies, 6+ strikeouts, plus 430. Eat your vegetables, drink your juice. 16 days. 1-6. That's it. 16 days until the start of the NFL season. We are so close.
I can almost taste it.
We are so close, in fact, that you are probably balls deep in your fantasy football prep. You may have already had a draft or two. I personally just had my first draft this past weekend. Me and 11 of my buddies went down to Xfinity Live in Philly, got absolutely obliterated. put together a pretty fun fantasy football draft. So I want to at least give you some lessons learned from my draft and give you some advice as you head into yours. So with that, let's get into your daily dose of NFL.
Come on, come on. Go away.
Tip number 1, pretty obvious. I'm not really changing the game here, but listen to me. You have to take 2 running backs in your first 3 picks. You probably should take 2 running backs in your first 2 picks. Now, again, I know that sounds obvious, but every year people try to get creative. They stack wide receivers. They try to differentiate, and this is not the year for that. Out of the 12 teams in the league that I just drafted in, 4 of the teams did not take at least 2 running backs within their first 3 picks. And on paper, I think it's very clear they are far and away the 4 worst teams in the league. So don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Take 2 running backs in your first 2 or first 3 rounds of your draft. I took Alvin Kamara at pick number 8. If he's there at pick 8 in your league, you should be taking him. He will not be getting suspended this year. And then on the wraparound, I took Travis Etienne. May have reached a little bit. I was between him, Nick Chubb, and Aaron Jones. Half-point PPR. I like what I'm hearing out of Jacksonville. I reached for Travis Etienne. Tip number 2, familiarize yourself with the wide receiver rankings, especially that middle-of-the-road tier. Because if you do what I say and you take 2 running backs early, your next 4 or 5 rounds are essentially going to be you deciding between some random pool of wide receivers. And it's going to get pretty frustrating if you're not fully prepared. There's no real right way to go about this, but I would really overemphasize that particular section of the board. And then don't be afraid to reach for one of your guys if they happen to stumble to you. For my 3rd pick, I had to go wide receiver because I started out running back. I reached for Gabriel Davis. My options were essentially Davis, any Broncos wide receiver, Deontay Johnson. None of them are really doing it for me. You've already heard me rant about Davis in weeks past. And then on the wraparound, I got another guy that I've already spoken to you about, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Again, those were just 2 guys that in that sort of early mid-pack of wide receivers I had circled, and it made those decisions a whole lot easier for me. Tip number 3. Wait to draft a tight end. Unless you are absolutely gung-ho on Travis Kelce, or if he somehow falls to you like late 2nd round, which will never happen, I don't see any real upside in reaching for a tight end early. At the end of our draft, you could have gotten Pat Freiermuth in the last round. I took Hayden Hurst in the 2nd to last round to pair with Joe Burrow, who I had already drafted. And there's still plenty of guys on the waiver wire. Most teams in my draft only took 1 tight end. I think the single weirdest pick of the entire draft, Dawson Knox, went in the 4th round. Sorry, Lager. That was just incredibly weird. But really, I don't think there's any incentive to drafting a tight end early. Wait it out. Pick a couple guys down the board, whether it's Hayden Hurst, Pat Freiermuth, David Njoku. There's plenty of tight end depth this year. Just wait. Stack up on more running backs and wide receivers. And lastly, draft Chase Edmonds. Firing one sleeper in here. Take Chase Edmonds. I got him late 7th round. He is probably the last running back that I was even remotely excited about. But I like what I'm hearing out of Miami. It's clear that he's at least going to be the guy come week 1. It's between him and Mostert. I'm hearing that they like Mostert for some special teams work, maybe kick and punt returns, and he has never been able to stay healthy. So Chase Edmonds just continued to fall down the board. I was waiting for him. He made it to me. Chase Edmonds, you can get him late. He's probably the last running back that I think you can even feel remotely comfortable with. So that's that. Take 2 running backs early. Prioritize your mid-tier wide receivers to just make your next couple decisions a little easier for you. Wait to draft the tight end and draft Chase Edmonds. That is how you will win your fantasy leagues this year. Thus concludes another episode of The Daily Shot. Thank you all for watching. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't watch, so please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. How's the new camera look? Does it make me look prettier, or does it just accentuate my negative features even more clearly? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe. I don't know. Don't be too mean about it, though. I'm going to be live on Twitch this afternoon, per usual, going through more Dinger Tuesday picks, taking a look ahead at the Tour Championship that I really don't feel like betting on, and maybe messing around with some PGA. So with that, thank you guys for watching The Daily Shot. I'll see you guys tomorrow.